Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Davis with Monica Davis Group, and today I'm here with Carolina. Together, we are going to talk to you a little bit about how the market is going in real estate. South Florida has been known as the hot state because of the sun, but nowadays it's been known as the hot market in real estate. Why? Well, prices are on demand and homes are on demand for future buyers. Right now, we are presenting showing times in listings that had increased despite the pandemic and is leading to multiple offers. We see a strong demand in closing above asking price, and we are ahead of 16% of the sales that we had in 2019. What does this mean? Real estate remains very strong. And as we transition to phase three during the pandemic, we are starting to see people going back to work, even though they're working in their homes, they are going back to work. Before, we were experiencing a lot of increase on unemployment, and now thanks God, we are having families that are going back to work. The schools are transition to reopening the schools using, of course, all the safety precautions for the students. And we also see business opening back to their clients. So this is great news. Also, we also have to be very careful and keep our social distance and everything, but this is a good start for the economy to continue to regain activity. And as we start now into the fourth quarter of this 2020, we are seeing an experience that since buyers are having stable jobs and are going back to work, this is going to be a great motivation because the interest rates remain low. I'm going to show you some um, important information in the screen in a PowerPoint presentation about how the market is moving. Okay. And as we go, let me show you here. Okay. As I mentioned before, pending sales are increasing to 16.5% in August. Okay. The home buyer traffic before in July was 60.7% year over year increase nationwide showing activity according to data in showing time. So what does this mean? That we are having multiple showings, the inventory is low, and these buyers are ready to shop. So for you who are thinking of selling, this is a great time for you to get a great return out of your investment. Okay. The inventory is short. Okay. And we have motivated buyers, these people, these families who have a good credit score, and the qualification is good and clear. They have very good interest rate as low as 2.3, 2.5, closing period time in 21 days, which reveals that the banks are also very open to give the opportunity to buyers. They are not putting too many obstacles in between for buyers to make the realty dream a reality. With that said, and the economy remained rock solid, Carolina is going to talk to us more in detail about these strong predictions. Okay,
Thank you, Monica.
Carolina. Mm-hmm.
Yes, as Monica was mentioning, the big surprise for all of us in the real estate profession is that the market responded in a very good way. Buyers who weren't able to get out during the month of April, March, and April, uh, got back into the market in May, and they're still very active today in August. We're seeing that here in South Florida, where properties are getting multiple offers. So that's really good news for those who are in the real estate market. We're also seeing that the amount of mortgages that are in active forbearance is leveling off. In May, we have 4.7 million homes that were going through the process of forbearance, and now we only we have 3.9 millions in August, which is it's a decrease. It's a significant decrease. Also, the COVID pandemic will certainly lead to a rise in mortgage defaults and foreclosures. But as the market muscles up and stays strong, um, this is not going to have a significant negative effect on the real estate market. The effect is going to be mild instead of a strong effect like it was in 2008. Today, we have different factors that are helping the market. The low interest rate, like Monica was mentioning. And we also know that this crisis was caused by a health issue and not the mortgage industry and the real estate industry. So that is also a good news. So once the moratorium on foreclosures is lifted, hopefully by the end of the year, we're not going to see a flood of foreclosures going into the market. It's just going to be a trickle. So it's going to be mild, like I said before. Also, the percentage of distressed properties remain very low, meaning that the houses that are being sold, only 1% of those houses are distressed properties. So that is good news because back in January, the percentage was 35%, which was very high. And that is caused by the fact that there is a freeze in the foreclosure process. So it's helping the market. Um, so we're going to continue with the affordability. Affordability right now for purchasing a real estate property is very high. And we see that right now people can buy a house, can buy 10% more of a home than they did a year ago, which translate into 30,000 more buying power, $30,000 more buying power than they did last year, which is great. That means that you have more money in your pockets to buy a home than you did last year, and that is going to continue. As we see right now, the housing affordability is at 164. And back in the days when the market was flooded by distressed properties, it was at 197. So it still remains high, which is good for those active buyers that are out there. Um, and Monica is going to continue with the presentation, talk to us about purchase preferences and the forecast, the projected forecast for the housing market going into next year. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Carolina. Yes, the housing market continued to be very strong. Okay, and the forecast when the pandemic started, many of people from NAR also thought that we were going to have a downsize in the market, but it was completely the opposite. Okay, we are seeing, of course, some early signs of shifting the buyer's preference as far as locating into certain areas. We have seen, especially here in South Florida, families moving from California and New York as well. They are also looking into properties, more bigger properties that they can increase into creating a gym or open spaces for their kids to do homeschool. So families have decided that they want to do that, or other companies have decided that every person could work from home, and these families are looking for more comfort. Besides that, the housing market between 2019 and 2020 has increased 1.1%, although the year has not finished yet. Remember that the peak season for home selling and buying is during the springtime, and that was the peak of the pandemic. So we had a hole in that time frame, but during that time, the market start to push back into the continuous months. April, July, May, June, August had been very, very strong, okay, increasing and gaining sales in comparison with 2019. And what is this projection leading us to? It it's saying that the home sales will increase 8 to 12% for 2021. 8 to 12%, not 1.1% as this year. 8.8 to 12%. So this is something very important for you to take in consideration. If you are a first-time home buyer, work on your credit, try to get a stable job, and take advantage of the interest rate. It has been also predict that maybe interests are going to be as low as 2% with good credit. If you are an investor, this is a good opportunity for you to buy. We have experience, and we will talk more in detail in a little bit about how the market is moving in our area. So, with that say, there are sales right now, buyers, sellers, and investors that are really taking advantage of these opportunities. It's high demand. In overall here, the average days on the market to sell a property is 22 days. Usually, when we take a home, the time frame usually is 6 months. Of course, it's not going to be that period of time. We want to sell it as soon as possible, but we are seeing that once we list the property, we have multiple car lines waiting to access the property. And Carolina is going to talk to you more in detail about these experiences that we've been having during our open houses. Carolina, share with
Yes,
us.
Monica, thank you. Yes, we had a lot of traffic in the last week during our open house. We had multiple houses listed in the market here in South Florida, and we actually had to have one person of our team step outside and welcome people and tell them to wait outside because we couldn't have more than 1 to 2 families, depending on the size of the property, coming in to see the home. The open house was actually for 2 to 3 hours, and during those 2 to 3 hours, we were doing tours nonstop, back to back. So that shows us how strong is the demand for purchases right now. People are really out there. They're taking advantage of the low interest rates. They're very eager to get into their dream home, their dream property. We saw that at the beginning of the pandemic, the rates were between 3.3% to 3.5%. And now in August, they went down to 2.3 to 2.5. So everybody that still, has a job and has good credit, they are very active in the market, looking for their dream property. So if you are a seller, it's a great time because you can be assured that you're going to be getting multiple offers. And we've seen that many times, buyers are putting offers with above asking prices, a significant increase in offers with above asking prices. So it's a win-win situation for both. Why? Because buyers are being able to purchase bigger homes because the purchase power is higher, and sellers are selling their homes quickly. So if you have any questions, we're here to help you. Monica is gonna wrap up the presentation, and we would love to make your real estate plans a dream come true.
Thank you, Carolina. Yes, I would like to give you some important points, important ideas and tips for you as buyer and seller. Okay, buyers, it's very important for you to have your tax return complete 2018, 2019. Your bank statements ready when the lender is going to ask for all of this information. Why? Because the soon that you start looking for properties, you need to be prepared, you need to be pre-approved. Otherwise that dream will be just a dream, not a reality. So it's important for you to work with experts that can guide you through the process and make that happen. Why do I emphasize this so much? Because we have seen as listing agents, we receive offers with no pre-approval, no pre-qualification, and it's very important to have everything in order for you to submit a very strong offer, especially today in this strong market. Okay, so most important items that you need to take in consideration: bank statements, your W-2s, your pay stubs, your tax returns 2018, 2019, and of course, to find a good and trusted realtor that can help you and guide you through the process. You can start looking for properties in the area that you like and everything, but make sure that you have this complete and ready when you want to submit an offer for one of your dream homes. This will make a difference. And sellers, I have great news for you. If you're thinking of moving, this is the right time. Once you hire a trusted realtor, you can go through the process and he will explain to you every single detail on how to market your home to get the best return and the best money for your home. Also, the marketing analysis, the staging of the home, and all the areas that are very important for you to make your home a priority and the number one for the potential buyers is very important. Don't also look at the highest price when you receive multiple offers. Think about the pre-qualification of that buyer, how long the buyer is going to take to be fully pre-approved by the lender, the terms, if it match the time frame that you're planning to move to your new property. If in the event you need to sell to buy, make sure that you have both dates um, in line to avoid delays from both sides. Okay. Also, very important to make sure that all the time frames when submitting an offer are going to be in compliance with your time frame to avoid any delays. So if you're planning to buy or sell, we are here for you. We would love to help you and guide you through the process in the best way, safest way, and with confidence, with diligence, and with integrity. Those are the main course that we always offer to all of our clients. We will be in touch to you. We are going to create a series because we also know that there are many families out there that are also struggling during this time. So if you are facing situations with forbearance, with not able to make payments to your home, we are going to have experts in the area that can help you, guide you through the process and see if there is some alternatives that you can take in consideration. um, if you are planning to buy but you don't have an stable job, or you need to have certain criteria, or your credit is not good right now, there is hope. It's always hope. We can help you and guide you through the process. And even though if it could take a longer time, we can always work with, and we always work with professionals that help you and guide you to make your realty dream a reality. Don't hesitate to give us a call. Our phone number is 954-869-0319. 954 869-0319. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all types of social media under Monica Davis Group hashtags Realtor M Davis. We are here for you. We care for you and we are looking forward to meeting you. We wish you a pleasant afternoon, and we will meet you and see you next month, giving you the market update for real estate and your trusted team, Monica Davis. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye bye.